Oh my God.
Yo, what's good, Tristans? And Tristram! It is finally here. Today we're going to be reacting to the newest Adele song. I don't think that she's put out a song in the last 6 years. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's insane. I don't know, I'm just excited, so I'm gonna save everyone's time here and quickly just jump into the sponsor of today's video, Casetify. Take it away, Tristan. Thanks, Tristan. So if you're anything like me, you're incredibly clumsy. I'm so clumsy that I literally broke my foot in another country walking. One of the worst weeks of my life, but anyway, which is why I'm so happy Casetify reached out to me, because Apple just put out a new phone, the iPhone 13, and I've been absolutely terrified that I'm gonna break mine. But fortunately, Casetify sent me some Impact military grade phone cases. So I went ahead and gave them a test. All right, here's QueenCat's Ultra Impact case. Let's see if this thing works. Woo. Wow. Let's try it again. One more time, maybe a little bit higher for good luck. So number one, that was actually incredible. But not only that, Casetify isn't just about, Impact military grade, high quality cases. Casetify also has tons of different customization options for your phone. So for example, QueenCat ordered a phone with her name on it. There's also these cool print phones.
Mine's the shiny one with the pink kitty.
Yes, QueenCat, it's very beautiful. I love how holographic it is. There's endless print options. You can write your name on the cases. You can change the background. You can change the colors. There's so many prints on the website that I literally was scrolling through it for probably close to 3 hours just trying to find cases that I thought were cool. On top of that, Casetify's cases keep you safe. They're made out of 100% BPA-free, non-toxic, non-hazardous material, which also features something called Defensify, which is an antimicrobial coating that kills 99% of bacteria, which is fantastic because I've dropped my phone in the toilet more times than I can count. Additionally, Casetify's new Impact and Ultra Impact cases are made out of recyclable and plant-based materials. Casetify's Chi-Tech 2.0 technology offers drop protection of up to 9.8 feet for the Ultra Impact case. Their cases also have wireless charging and are 5G compatible. So go to Casetify.com/Tristan today to get 15% off your new iPhone 13 case, or click the link down below. So what are you waiting for? Go to the link down in the description or in the pinned comments below to get 15% off of your next iPhone case. Thanks again, Casetify, for sponsoring this video. Let's jump right back into it. All right, fantastic. Check me out, Instagram, TikTok, Patreon.
Do it! Just do it!
We've wasted enough time. Are those flies? Girl, you need to clean out that house. Oh, I guess, okay, she doesn't live there. I'm way too excited. I can't breathe. Oh, she looks so... She's beautiful. Okay. What is in that? Where's she? Ew. Why are there flies in there? Ah! Ah! It's a movie.
Yeah, I'm good, yeah.
Oh, it's in 4K.
All good, all done, everything's packed. I'm just going to get on the road now, back to leave. Well, hopefully just a couple of hours, but if I'm late, go ahead and start about me, all good. I mean, I will probably have bad signal. I said I probably won't have good signal. Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
I feel like every single time I hear Adele talk, I'm like, there's no way that's her actual voice. She has like the most British voice that I've ever heard in my entire life. It reminds me of the one time that I went to London and my taxi driver had such a heavy accent, we couldn't understand each other. But anyway, okay, whatever. A cab driver had such a thick accent. Okay. Her makeup's so good. Ah! Her songs are so good. I'm gonna try and be
There ain't no gold in this river
Hey, oh my god, the beginning already is so good.
that I've been washing my hands in forever. I know there is hope in these waters,
I'm almost getting country vibes.
but I can't bring myself to swim when I am drowning in this silence, baby. Let me in. Go easy on me, baby.
Oh, this is gonna be a big song. I already know it. Okay. There's still more to listen to, but I was worried that this wouldn't be a good song because she hasn't done anything in so long. But we know from her Saturday Night Live performance that her voice is still on point. Are her writing skills still on point? I think they are.
I was still a child, didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. I had no time to choose what I chose to do.
She's been sounding different as well.
So go easy
But we're gonna talk about that after.
on me.
Oh, it's so good. My concealer.
Ain't no room for things to change when we are both so deeply stuck in our ways.
Like, I'm not even able to pay attention to the video.
How hard I've tried. I changed who I was to put you both
Oh my god, she's almost yodeling there. Okay.
first, but now I give up. Go easy on me, baby. I was still a child, didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. Had no time to choose what I chose to do. So go
Let's see where this goes.
easy on me.
You know something that I respect as well about this music video so far? And it's kind of a strange thing, but this is just my thing. Most of the time when you're watching music video, what the people are doing in the video with their mouth does not really align with how they're singing the actual song. And it doesn't bother probably 99% of people, but it bothers the hell out of me when I see someone like opening their mouth super wide, smiling, just doing these obvious lip syncs, and it's not actually the way I know they're singing the song. I don't get that impression from her at all.
I had good intentions and I had
Like, I think she's actually singing the song here.
hopes, but I know right now
Woo!
that probably doesn't even show. Go easy on me, baby.
Voice crack.
I was still a child. I didn't get the chance to feel
That low range tone.
I had no time to choose
Dude.
what I chose to do. So go easy on me.
I'm gonna have to listen to this like a million times. That was so good.
Don't know why he's whispering.
I broke my foot recently, so you guys, I swear I'm not crying because of my foot.
I'd be a wreck as well, an emotional wreck. I'd just cry all the time.
That's how dedicated I am to giving you guys this video. Oh my god, this was so good. It's an actual banger. Straight up, my first thoughts are like, real talk, aside from like maybe some of Bruno Mars's newest stuff, when was the last time you heard someone on the radio just sing a ballad with minimal production, the focus of the entire thing just being the vocals and the tone that the human voice is able to produce? It doesn't happen that often anymore. So there's something so special about that to me. And that's something that I love about her voice is I'm gonna The focus is the vocals. The focus is the lyricism. Vocals and lyricism. And that's it. You can have a very sparse, just, plain background, but the vocals and the lyricism carry everything. And obviously the melody as well, but I'm putting that in with the vocals. That's my first impression. And my second impression is like, she has not lost it at all. If anything, this is one of her better songs. But anyway, let's check out the comments. Let's see. We're early, 2 hours ago. This song will be a major hit. Yes, it will. Adele will regain her life again and live freely without the shackles of the past. Why? Why? After 6 years of waiting, the song is going to be a hit. Everyone just loves it. This was great. Her words just flow right through you. I feel every word and emotion when she sings. Why am I being such a baby? I don't get it. I do not get it. Oh my god. I didn't think I'd feel nothing. Thought I was dead inside. Guess not. This was definitely worth the 6-year wait. The nostalgia of every emotion given in the lyrics of the song.
Yes.
Okay, I need to relax. Okay, so I've read enough comments. We're going to jump into the vocal analysis. I'm going to give myself a minute to calm down. So I will see you guys. I'll be back. I promise. Okay, fantastic. So we're going to talk about Adele's voice in excruciating detail today. So keep in mind, we're going to be analyzing it bit by bit. This is going to be the second time I've ever heard this song. It's going to be just as new to me as it is to most of you guys. But we're going to talk about what it is that she's doing with her voice and how it differs from how she used to sing. To my ears, immediately, straight away, there's some striking differences between her old style, let's say, and her new style. But let's just pick some of that apart.
That I've been washing my hands in forever.
A little bit of a low voice crack
I know
there.
there is hope in these waters.
So one thing immediately, at least to me, more obvious about her vocals, generally speaking, is she's singing quieter in the lower part of her range than I'm used to hearing her sing in the lower part of her range.
Everybody loves the things you do.
And I'm just going to use this When We Were Young live performance as a general comparison. Obviously, there's going to be differences from song to song here or there, but I'm just going to talk generally speaking. She's singing significantly louder in When We Were Young than how she's singing in Easy on Me. That's the first difference I hear. And it goes hand in hand with another change that she's making with her vocals.
Myself to swim when
So her voice now has taken on a little bit more of a, what I might describe as like a smoky character. But really what she's actually doing is she's singing with a little bit of air in her tone, and she's also singing with a little bit of a restrained vocal timbre. It's also somewhat dark. So those three things together make something sound smoky sometimes. So what she's doing essentially, let's see.
but I can't bring my
But I can't bring my... Right, you hear how not my... I'm trying to darken it. I'm trying to... hold it. And I'm also trying to add a little bit of air underneath it. Compare that to how she sang When We Were Young. And a lot of songs that she used to sing, very similar style. So let's just pull this up real quick.
everybody loves.
Here she's going, everybody loves. She's fairly loud here, right? It's louder for my voice because I'm a male voice and I'm hitting the same pitches, but she's way louder. There's no restrained timbre there. It's all out open. So that is the most striking and obvious difference between new Adele and old Adele. And it relates to the fact that her low range is going to be softer and breathier, because when you sing with more restrained timbre to your vocals, Bruno Mars also sings with kind of a restrained timbre and also has somewhat of a smoky tone as well, although he doesn't sing as dark. But anyway, when you sing with your vocal folds in this particular configuration, it restricts your volume. You can't get super loud, especially low in pitch, which actually makes singing with that timbre low in your range fairly difficult for a lot of people. Interesting, right? Anyway, let's continue. I don't want to bore you guys.
Myself to swim when I am drowning in this silence, baby. Let me
Notice how light she gets as she ascends in pitch. Her tone gets lighter. Looks like she has some witch claws there, dude. I don't know what's going on there.
These claws.
This is a little bit scary, but anyway, yeah, she does a great job. And, you know, some people might say, oh, you can't tell what someone's doing live based on studio vocals. In this case, 100%, you absolutely can. Because in my opinion, there's even less production on her vocals in this song than there were in a lot of her previous songs. So sit down. But as she's ascending in pitch, she's letting go of some of that dark timbre. Again, that's not something that she necessarily used to do.
when we're young.
It's still pretty dark, even as she's ascending in pitch. She does lighten things up as she goes higher up, but it's just an idea of some of the changes that she's making. She could also keep to choose that somewhat dark, but she wants to lighten it, have it be a little bit more of an easy sounding thing. Because generally when you add a little bit of that light, twangy sound, singing does get a bit easier. In a lot of ways, her voice has been completely turned upside down, and that's not an easy thing to do.
It's a nightmare.
It also kind of somewhat explains why she took such a long hiatus, but it's clear that she's actually been working extensively on her voice. A lot of times when singers do take these long breaks or long hiatuses, they come back and they sound awful. That's because they're not practicing or working or changing their technique in the time that they're away. So it's fantastic that she did that.
Go easy on me, baby.
Ooh.
I was still a child, didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. I had no time to choose.
There's really only maybe a few places speckled in here and there where her voice goes somewhat less restrained and comes a little bit more out. So for example, right here,
I had no time to
had no inward, had no time to change. Da 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 da. Right, she's using it as somewhat kind of like an accent, if that makes sense, as opposed to before where it would just be that's the default of her voice. And by the way, both styles of singing are perfectly healthy if done correctly, right? There's people who sing in both styles and have very long and healthy careers. The thing about the restrained timbre, though, is it in general does make singing a little bit easier. It makes things a little bit lighter. And you'll hear that, especially if she's going up in pitch in the final chorus, I believe. So good. She gets really soft there. And of course, in the chorus, she's jumping between falsetto and her normal voice. I'm going super in detail on this.
for things to change.
This is such a big detail to me, but watching the way she sings and she's shaping her lips and her vowels shows me that she's practiced this song so many times that she can accurately replicate the track version in the music video where she's lip syncing. Because how she's shaping her face here is almost exactly how I would expect it to look as she's singing it.
For things to change.
Because when the mouth spreads, generally the sound gets a little bit lighter because she's not singing change with this like dark round sound. Change. She's going a little bit lighter and she reflects that in her face. I love that. To me, it's an important detail. And I don't know how many other people sense it, but my guess is that most people can sense that in their gut. And that's what adds to the authenticity of this music video compared to a lot of other music videos where there's like a disconnect between the singer's voice and what is actually being put in the video. But that's just my subjective opinion.
You can't deny.
Right there. You can't deny it. The sound brightens up. And also as you ascend in pitch, you generally want to go a little bit more horizontal. And she does exactly that because she knows the song. And she wants it to look like she's actually singing.
I've tried. I changed who I was to put you.
I'm so sorry, but even here, she's jumping between this way, this way, this way, this way with her mouth. And you can hear it in the vocals, right?
I've tried. I changed.
I change you. Change you. Just try that at home. You don't even have to be a good singer, but go change and then just eliminate the vibrato. Change and then go you. Change you. Right? It changes the tone of your voice. And that's because, for example, when you shape this way, it actually effectively lengthens your vocal tract because you add this extra distance here and it makes things darker.
I was to put you both first, but now I give up. Go easy on me, baby.
Oh, so
I
good.
was still a child, didn't get the chance to.
Okay. So when she's singing chants, a big part of the difference is she's singing more instead of didn't get the chance, which is like which should be that outward sound, right? She's singing chants. Didn't get the chance to change. She's almost singing like change, right? It's almost like she's singing chants. Why is she singing chants? Because it's more of a closed restrained vowel. By the way, just because it's so long in this video, there's a lot of other vocal coaches lately that have been saying very similar things. Just keep in mind that when you're hearing these concepts, right, It has to actually make sense, because sometimes people will have similar ideas, but they don't get the connections, and so it ends up not making a lot of sense. It's important that these things make sense, the way that they're being described if you're trying to learn to sing, and what you're saying. And so anyway, okay, that tangent is over. I usually don't like talking about that.
I don't know who those people are.
The world around me had no time to choose what I chose to do.
She's getting so many different tones and timbres out of her falsetto. It's actually impressive and incredible to me, because I'm trying to work to get my falsetto to sound better recently. That's something that's important to me. So
What I chose to do.
unfortunately, my falsetto doesn't go that low. Normally, the falsetto does not go there, right? Why does her hand look like that? She looks like a goddamn witch.
No time to choose.
Choose. Some parts is like breathy, dark, and somewhat quiet.
Chose to do.
And she brings it down super low in pitch. But on this feel, there's less air. In fact, there's probably almost no air. And it's a lighter sound, right? But it's, actually, you know what it is? It's both light and dark at the same time, which gets kind of complicated. Feel. Because it has depth, right? It's not just feel, and it's not feel. It's like a mixture. And it gets complicated on how to do that. I got to keep some secrets to myself, okay?
I had to Google how to do this.
And the highest hopes, but I know right now.
Ooh, there's a little bit of old Adele creeping in and out of there. It's fantastic how she's doing that.
Right now.
And I got to say also, that sound that she gets right there where it's bright, but also still somewhat restrained, is not an easy place to go with your voice. It's so easy to go, nah. It's so easy to just go out of control with it.
Crikey.
Right? It takes a little bit of practice to get both the and also the ah.
Go easy on me, baby.
And the voice crack every single time in the exact same spot. It just works so well, especially coming from the falsetto into the voice crack.
Still a child.
She sings it again there on Child. She sings Child, right? I'm making it a little bit dramatic, but she gets that that nastiness on it. And I don't remember her doing it like that before. And the restrained timbre really helps, because it's, like I said, it's so easy for that to go out of control.
Get the chains to.
I'm pausing so much, but I love the way, we're almost done. I love the way that she transitions from that lights. Oh, it's so good. I love the way how she transitions from that lighter sound into the darker sound at the bottom, but it still sounds cohesive, because it's super easy to make that sound incoherent and disconnected, or like you're two different people singing with two different voices, but she somehow makes it sound cohesive, right?
Chains to.
Those are like two extremes, and she goes chance to, right? She goes ooh, and she does it like it's nothing. It's so much easier to go chance to, have them be somewhat more even overall than chance to, and have that dramatic switch, because it's so easy to either go too much on the a or too much on the ooh, or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, because those could easily be two different people. Anyway, and again, she's shaping her lips the way that I would expect that note to be shaped. Even there.
I had no time to choose what I chose to do.
But you know what? Overall, she's made a lot of technical changes to her voice, but they're not super, these are technical changes that I think average listeners would pick up on somewhat. They would say, oh, she sounds different. Like they would say, oh, she sounds a little bit smokier now. Or they would have some way of describing it that's super unclear and non-specific, but also not super significant. The technical changes that she's making are really more, like I'm saying, technical changes. Like you have to sit there and really dissect the differences. But I think in general, the average listener, it's Adele, right? It sounds like Adele. She's changed her technique and her approach, and potentially in a way that's more sustainable for her. I think also lifestyle changes that are going to be more sustainable for her as well, because it's all connected. It's just fantastic. And I think generally speaking, her voice is not that different. It's very different from the perspective of a singer or a vocal coach, right? Or a lot of you guys who've subscribed to my channel and follow me. By the way, subscribe to the channel if you like this video. But these aren't significant changes to the average listener, I would say. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think down below, because maybe I'm wrong. We're going to finish this up, actually. I'm not going to blue ball myself and all you like that.
on me.
Oh, me. Oh, it's gonna be such a good song. Holy shit. I have to listen to this like 10,000 more times. That was really good. But yeah, subscribe if you like this video. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. Let me know what you think about the things I talked about as well, because I like hearing when you guys talk about technique stuff. Those of you who are here till the end, I don't want to go. I want to listen to it again and keep going, but this video will be 2 hours long and my editor will kill me. But anyway, hopefully you guys liked my video. I am so psyched for this. Oh my God. Until next time, Tristans. And just fam. Peace.